just break it down, this decision. Immediate, mid-term and long-term decision on an issue which Pakistan said yesterday will be treated like an act of war.
Kartikeya, good evening. I think, we've been hearing a lot about the IWT ever since it was mentioned by the government with Pakistan's reaction. The IWT was once hailed as a rare, very rare symbol, even if so ambitious, of cooperation in a very tense bilateral relationship. Now, this withdrawal really redefines India's tolerance for cross border terrorism henceforth. I think action like this was going to come. I think they knew, or they at least should have known that it was going to come, because it's been going on for a really long time. Post the 2016 Uri attack, Kartike, the IWT actually was just functioning on a very formal basis, but with these sort of unforeseen changes, this sort of unprecedented attack, I think the immediate aftermath of this is the fact that the days of business as usual for diplomacy are over between the two countries. I think this is for the world to understand. Post the 2016 Uri attack, this was, there was a legal basis for reassessing treaty obligations. No treaty is final, irrespective of changing circumstances. And it was when the invocation of Article 12, Section 3, was brought up by India, and this was last year, saying that we need to relook at the treaty. So I don't know what Pakistan was expecting. After this sort of an attack, I don't know what did they think that our reaction was going to be. If they thought there was going to be any less than this, then I believe that they were sadly mistaken. Now, let me say this, Kartikeya, the immediate impact of this is going to be shock uh, across the border. And I think all those people within our country as well who were questioning that what does this treaty mean, it's going to take a long time for this treaty to come
Okay.
into action. Infrastructure projects, dams will have to be made, you can't ever stop water. I think what has been made clear by the new notification is that the government's plan is precise, it's concise,
Okay.
and it is very well planned out. But
Okay.
final point,
No,
Kartikeya, I'd
I'll
like
come
to
to
tell
you.
you.
Rami, just hold on. Let me read this out. Go to other guests. I'll come back to you. This is very important. This report was published in Dawn. And then I'll go to General Chakravarti. Sir, and let me quote this report. For Pakistan, the impact of India's disruption, if manifested, could be far-reaching. Pakistan's irrigation system is one of the largest in the world, and it depends almost entirely on the predictable timing of flows from the western rivers. Farmers plan their sowing around those flows. Canal schedules are designed based on the assumption that have held for decades. If that rhythm is even slightly disrupted, the water system will begin to fray. The most immediate risk is to the predictability. Even if the total volume of water coming into Pakistan does not change immediately, small changes in when the water arrives can cause real problems. A late season delay during the wheat planting cycle or an unexpected dip in flow during the dry winter month can mean missed sowing window, lower yield, higher cost. Thus, the Indus Delta, which is already shrinking due to reduced freshwater outflows, will face greater uncertainty. And adding to it, a third of Pakistan electricity comes from hydro power generated from water flowing through Tarbela, Mangla, and other reservoirs. If upstream flows are reduced or poorly timed, it could cut into generation capacity. Sir, your opening comments.
Oh, thank you very much, Kartikeya, and I thank Madam also for really highlighting. Having done a base means capability analysis of Pakistan, I'll be very composed. Undoubtedly, water is a very, very important aspect as regards Pakistan, and the Indus Water Treaty, which Uttam Kumar Sinha today has written in the Times of India, has written a book also, how it was signed in 1916. Pakistan went laughing all the way because it got all the advantages. Now, we gave them these advantages, and there's no doubt about it. Once you stop water, definitely the effects are going to be pronounced as it has come out in the dawn, undoubtedly. And possibly the only other entry is the Kabul River, which is coming from Afghanistan. I studied the whole thing now, having seen the Indus actually enter Pakistan. I mean, say with my own eyes, and followed it right from, being in Ladakh, so I've been following the river, and also seeing the other two rivers, I mean to say the Jhelum and the Chenab. Chenab, it will be a little difficult for us, to control, as I see right now. But the other two, I too totally agree with you. We have been thinking about it, if I recollect, from 2016, as I remember, because it was then that many of us sounded that we must, possibly not abrogate the Indus Water Treaty. And I agree with you that the impact is going to be Pakistan still remains basically
Question
an
to you, because
agricultural
day before
country.
yesterday, when you came to my
Yes.
show, you said all options, kinetic or non-kinetic, should be pursued very, very, very aggressively against Pakistan.
So, if I may be allowed to say, this policy of Indus Water Treaty is going to take a little time. I have seen these rivers. I must be honest with you. But you cannot leave the military out. You see, I mean, say I stressed on the military options. This water treaty is not going to be so fast. It's not that you close the tap and tomorrow water stops. And definitely, we are lucky the dry season is coming. I am agree with you. The dry season is coming. So in the dry season, the quicker we can work. We work very fast. I've been to these projects myself. Particularly, you named some of them, Kishanganga and all, where I had to go because there were landslides. So I would put it that what you call, we have to be very, very fast on it. But water by itself cannot, these projects are not going to be done at the speed at which, shall we say, military operations are done.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News 9, English news as it should be.